My guest today is special. She is soul. She is all the good things in R&B, soul, blues, funk, pop, and rock. I have been a fan since the beginning, and I'm in awe of her stardom. She's put in the work, and the results are legendary. Welcome to the show, Leela James. How are you today?
I'm so good, Kelly. Thank you. Thank you.
It's so good to have you here. You've been on my wish list of guests to have on the Hybrid Soul. So many people have been discovering you for many years. I
Um,
first want to congratulate you, and I'm so in awe of this that you are celebrating 20 years of A Change Is Gonna Come.
yeah. It's been 20 plus years now. And
Yeah,
it's been quite a journey. Quite
yeah.
a journey. I'm blessed and I mean, I get emotional thinking about it, but it's definitely been a beautiful, beautiful journey. I'll say that.
My first question to you is what would Leela James now tell Leela James from A Change Is Gonna Come?
That truly believe what you're singing, because a change will come.
Yeah,
And it's gonna be good, better
yeah,
than what you ever expected.
yeah. I had so much fun just preparing to talk to you today because I went back and I started with that album and I was thinking, girl, my joy, my
Yes,
joy,
yes,
music,
yes,
don't
yes,
talk.
yes.
Oh my goodness. Through the years, just seeing you on stage, gracing all of your fans, that journey, was it all worth it?
It's been worth it. It's been
Yeah.
worth it. I've had a beautiful ride. I mean, definitely, it's been bumpy. The all roads aren't smooth, but it's definitely been worth it. Selling out shows, number one records, gold records, um, a family. Um, I'm blessed. So yeah, it's been worth it. It's definitely been worth it.
That's why I was saying you acquired different stuff because when you started, the family wasn't there. How did having a
Yeah.
family change just because you're gonna stick with being soulful, but how did it elevate your music?
um, Gives even more purpose
Hmm.
to what it is that it is. I feel like God placed in me from day one. I feel like God gave me this anointing. He obviously gave me my voice, this gift. But at that time, I didn't know the power that was within me. Um, and once you've birthed a family, you kind of settle into, oh, I see. And it's certain things start to make more sense. Um, and again, it gives purpose to to a lot of whys. And
Hmm.
now you have reason. And I think where I am now is just I have to execute because I've been given a mission.
Yeah.
And so once you know that, yeah, you go all out.
Yeah. I was looking at some of your titles, but I want to talk about To Be Honest.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Because you've always been a vibe. That's always
Is
been your like centerpiece, that
is
vibe, that soul. To be honest, how did you come up with that name for this project?
you know what? We have a song. I have a song on the album. It's called Honest. And my team and I kept going back and forth with, various titles that really could have worked for the project as well. But we kept circling back to, just being honest. And, I would say, you know what, just call it honest. And then it was like, oh, well, I'm just being honest. And I was like, to be honest. And so that's where we settled, is because a lot of times you find yourself just saying, hey, to be honest, this is how I really feel about me. You know what I mean? If I'm just really gonna keep it 100. So that's where it came about. It was just, me being extremely transparent and vulnerable with this project on the songs, very much so grown, very much so comfortable in my womanhood, in my skin, and just saying what I felt like I wanted to say, in an honest way. And that was just a direct way of saying it, to be honest. And it was just fitting for the project.
Yeah. Putting this project together, I'll tell you first, I love all of them, but you gave me some hope on So Fine.
Yes, baby. Yes, yes, yes.
I can
You know
picture
what?
that.
Yes, and it's one of my faves off the project. It's, as you would say, it's just a vibe, man. It's a whole vibe, and um, it took me back to a time when I'm a Prince fan, so a lot of this project was inspired also by my funk Prince roots,
Mhm.
and my Parliament and Bootsy roots. But I just remember, as a youngin listening to some of my favorite Prince records, and just the vibes that I would get, like it was just sexy. And so it just put me in that mood of wanting to do something, very much so sexy, very much so grown and direct. Like, when we were younger, we was like, "Will you go with me? We go together." You know what I'm saying? And so it was just that. It was just like, I'm just not gonna act like, I'm not feeling you, or you ain't feeling me. We only seeing each other like that. And so what's up? Like, you fine? Yeah, like, just to the point. Again, just to be honest, this is what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I love that. Making music, your catalog is deep.
Thank you.
You could be an artist to just perform what you have.
Mhm.
What keeps you continuing to release music?
I mean, I think my love for music
Mhm.
continues to allow me to make music, because I really enjoy, um, this thing called music. I enjoy how it makes me feel, and I enjoy how it makes others feel. I enjoy performing it. And it's really like been therapy. It's
Mhm.
definitely my escape from, life in that sense. Some people have their vices. Music is definitely my vice. And with so much going on in the world, it has always served as a place of refuge for me. And then it's
Yes.
also been a place of healing for others. So if I can help somebody, through what works and heals me, I think it's a win-win all the way around. So it's just been just a beautiful source of energy,
Mhm.
and I just love being able to be a messenger, um, and my music being able to touch people in that sense.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite moment on stage to date?
Oh, I think I have a couple.
Uh-huh.
Prior to James Brown passing away, when I was overseas in Europe touring with him, opening up, there was a moment when I looked out into the crowd and everybody's face was just like in awe, and I couldn't believe at that time that I was on stage with him. And then I had an encore, and it was like it felt like it was like a 10-minute encore, because it was like 3 minutes. Every time I kept trying to leave, these people just kept clapping. And I was like, what is happening? Like, who are they clapping for? And everybody looking at you, like
Yeah.
you, and I just was I was overwhelmed, and I just started crying, and I fell to my knees. And I just remember, like, I felt like I couldn't move, because I was just overwhelmed with emotion in that moment, because it felt like, you know, all my work, and all the blood, sweat, and tears in that one moment, that the people saw me and they appreciated me. And then to know that it was on a stage that I was sharing a moment with the great James Brown. So it was kind of something special.
What is that feeling of James Brown giving you the title of the goddaughter of soul?
I mean, I think for me now is definitely an honor. I
Mhm.
think at the time when I was so young, I was just excited, and I'm like, yeah, I mean. But now that I'm have settled into who I am as an artist and realized how much of a compliment that was, it means a lot and it means
Yeah.
so much. And it just, at times, I feel like it's my motivation to like keep, slapping as hard as I can, because when you have someone of that statue and legendary and greatness to kind of stamp you, then you feel like, yeah, I mean, I'm on to something, I'm doing something right. And so that makes you want to continue.
Yeah. When I hear you talk, I think, I wonder what's your writing process, now? Or, 'cause I remember a time when you would be just in the bedroom with your notepad, just writing lyrics.
Yeah.
Do you keep that? What's your process, so many albums later?
Yeah, you know what? The process is a little different. I think, I've always been a writer. Even as a kid, I would write poems and I would write a lot of children's stories. I was a child myself, but I would write stories about children, whether it's the girl and her dog go for a walk. Like I just remember being in elementary school writing books, and I would staple the papers together and draw the pictures, and I'll be like, here, y'all want to read my book? So I was always writing, whether it was poems or songs. And what I find myself doing now as an adult, more quote unquote seasoned artist, I don't write as much down in terms of my thoughts, because I think I have so many. But and I'm a little lazy now with writing.
Uh-huh.
But what I do, my process more is more organic now. Like, and that's a good thing and it's a bad thing, because you'll catch me, being that I'm a Gemini. If I go in the studio, if I done had a certain type of day and I get on the mic, that's gonna come out.
Yeah.
Versus if I was just to rely on what I had written and it was a good day, then I probably would sing that. But when it's more just coming off of the head, so to speak, and in the moment, never know what you're gonna get. So
Yeah.
that's more so of the process. But I also like that because that's the true soul. And you don't, you get what's real. You get that real raw emotion in those moments.
Yeah, I love that. Um, I wanna go back to and talk about, to be honest, So Fine. You have someone on there, my guy Mars.
Yes.
Tell
He is
me who he
he's an
is.
amazing producer out of Cali, South
Yeah,
Central. And we talked on social media, like, in the past, and I would like, he's so dope, he's a dope producer, let's, we gotta work. And I had hit him up like, we're gonna do something. And so he like, for sure. And eventually I was able to connect with them. I got into the studio out there and we was just vibing. We just vibed. We worked on a few songs and that was one of the songs I walked away with. And obviously it made the project. We did a couple other joints, but that was the
yeah,
one that we put on this project. And it was just so dope working with him because it was easy. And he kind of operates like me. We just be in the moment. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it made it so organic and smooth that it's the obviously the finished product is what it is, just so fine. It's such a vibe.
Yeah. You've worked with some amazing people in your music throughout your career, and I
Mhm.
love to hear, you continue to have that ear and know who you wanna work with, you
Yeah.
know? So, I love that.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
I love
Definitely comfortable in my artistry and my sound. Or
Yeah,
what I think is for me, my sound.
yeah. When, I told, my sister I was, gonna be sitting down with you, I feel like being from Michigan,
Yeah.
all over the world, your fan base is so wide, and
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you because when I
Kelly,
say
I done told you stop, because I'm trying.
when
I want to keep it together, but no, thank you, Kelly. Like,
when
don't.
I say I've been there from the beginning and just
Yes,
watching you rise in this fan base, like forever fan base. I keep on saying, I'm so proud of you and just It's just been such a pleasure. I'm so glad that I'm honored to have a platform that I can speak to you as an artist and give you your flowers, because I hope you know you are a living legend.
Don't do that. I said all the time.
You're a living legend. And when I say you put in that work, your focus, you was focused, committed, committed to this. And I get goosebumps just even saying this, girl. You know, look, at I'm gonna try to stay being an interviewer, but I'm so proud of you, because we love us some Leela James. And it's just so exciting. Just another song off your project, to be honest, Right on Time. You're always right on time. Always right on time. How did that project come? How did that song come together? I'm trying to keep it together too. Amazing. Amazing. Um, you just keep on giving us what we need. And I appreciate you for that. And there's so many artists that make an attempt, and I guess my continuing to give you your flowers, but longevity. Did you think that you would be where you are now? Because you're global.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't know. I mean, I didn't know. No, I take that back. I did know. I just didn't know it would be like this. I
Yeah.
mean, I knew as a kid um that there was something special. I didn't know exactly what it was because I started out running track. And so I remember thinking I'm gonna be a famous track star. I'm gonna go to the Olympics and blah blah blah. I knew that God had something for me. Um, I didn't know exactly how I was gonna get there, how it was going to, you know, unfold. But I knew that there was something on beyond what was happening in front of me at that time. And then I know I remember once my mom and my grandmother, she's no longer here, but um as we would say, the older sisters, they prayed over me when I
Mhm.
was a baby. I guess I got sick or something. But and one of the sisters in one of the church and my grandmother, they said she's they said a star child. And I think, I was kind of christened and blessed in a sense to um be destined to do whatever it is that I'm doing.
Yes.
Um and so from that I've always felt something in me. When at times I wanted to stop, it was always something that was pushing me to keep going, and it still pulls me. And that's how I know it's like, I don't know if it's my grandmother, whom is somebody that's literally
Yes.
watching over me and it's always pulling me to finish whatever my mission is while I'm here. And
Yeah.
so, yes, I did know. I just didn't know how it was going to look.
Yeah, yeah. Through your
Oh my
journey
God.
in your career,
Got to forgive
um,
me.
this is a moment for me. This is a very special moment. That's why I started out saying you are special. You're special to me. Um, Through your career, you also bossed up and living that independent life, you know.
Sure.
What was the life, or what was the career lessons that made you go, you know what? I'm gonna do this on my own.
I think the ups and downs in the industry, my
Hmm.
first project I was Change Gonna Come was on Warner Brother Records. And, while it came out, it took 5 years for it to come out. And I was during that period, like kind of just in this limbo stage of waiting and, are y'all gonna put it out? Are you not gonna put it out? And it forced me to kind of be in survival mode,
Hmm.
but also kind of really look at all angles of how I could do what it is that I wanted to do. And so as my career continued to go on, I just continued to take more initiative and more control over how that looked, and not trusting the things that was in front of me all the time, because I feel like, you know, a lot of times we put a lot of stake in people, and you know, at the end of the day, people going people, and they can only do so much. And at, for me, my strength and my go to is always going to be God, and can't nobody be Him at doing what needs to be done. So I just knew that if God gave me the strength and gave me the ability to move, I was just going to move, and step out on faith. And so that's what I did, because I didn't want to continue to rely upon people to, control my narrative and my career and
Yes.
how that was going to unfold, because I didn't like that feeling. Number one, I like to be in control, but I just didn't like, my life being dependent upon somebody else making a call.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. Are there is there anything on Leela James' wish list to do?
Yeah, it's plenty of things. I'm not done. Um, I don't think I want to put it out there now, because I don't. I like to be careful on how I speak, because just as you speak goodness, I don't want nobody to try to
Right.
reverse it. But um, yeah, there's plenty of things that on my wish list that I want to do.
I love well, look, we're here for it. We're here for it. I want to when I got a couple more questions for to be honest.
Mhm.
When the more that we're embracing this project, when you finished that last song, what were your intentions for your fans to get from this project?
I wanted them to get my funk side. I
Hmm.
wanted them to get my Cali side. I wanted them to get my grown, side of who I am now, but also, just like I said, my West Coast funk influence, my soul influence, and that, like, I grew up, you know, where it was a vibe. I grew up, music was all around me. And, whether it was people, blasting it in their lowriders on the cars, or whether it was in my house, with my daddy playing as he was having his drink and smoking or whatever, it was that vibe. And so I had the funk and the soul around me, but I feel like I didn't, I feel like with this project, I was able to hone in even more so with, more of that era for me, and how I recall growing up in the 80s felt,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? And just, listening to Bootsy, listening again to Prince and the Rick James and the Parliament, and just, them sunny days cruising down the Shaw. I like that.
Yeah.
And the cousins and everybody getting high. Like, let's just call it what it is. It's like, it was that, but it was just the energy, it was a vibe. And I wanted the people um to feel that, and then also just to feel the rawness and feel my transparency. Just, again, just to be honest, this is what I'm feeling, and just getting straight to the point, not sugarcoating shit. I missed
Yeah. Yeah.
it.
No, I love that. My final question to you is you have worked with a lot of people. Um, and I want to know, is there any words of wisdom that someone has told you that when maybe you are at a point of just thinking of what you want to do, that you remember that carries you on throughout your career to date?
Yeah, I mean, even in these moments, it's to know that someone to know that you're valued, you're heard, and you're seen, and that, what you're doing is not in vain. That's all the things.
Yeah.
And we can make music. Again, I'm sitting here in my studio right now. I can record a song right now and keep it to myself and enjoy it. And it'll feel cool. But what feels really good is when you put it out there and you release it to the world, and then the world feels it and they come back to you and tell you thank you. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And or somebody at your show comes up to you and say, "You saved my life tonight. I was getting ready to kill myself, but I came to your show and something you said or something you sang saved my life." Those are things that like make you want to keep going and make you feel like, okay, that's the reason it's bigger than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's the people. It's the people. It's always going to be the people for me.
Microphone drop. Leela James, I love you
I
so
love you too.
much.
I love you too. For real.
This really warmed my heart. Just speaking about you, your music. Um, I wish you many more years of giving us this beautiful music. You are special. I'm so glad God put it on your heart and spirit to step up and step out and continue giving us a change is going to come. Let's do it again. My soul, loving you more, fall for you, did it for love. Are you ready? See me, thought you know. In this, to be honest.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Ah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. My guest today is the one and only, the living legend, Leela James. It's the Hybrid Soul with Kelly Kinkaid, your destination for music and culture discovery. Until next time.